Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena we are doing big things with Cavalier of Flame. This is a Cavalier of Flame deck. I've been trying to build one for a little while. I have another one I'm also working on, but this is the one I feel the most like playing with right now. It's a pretty fun deck. What we've got here is 5 mana for a 6/5. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain haste until end of turn. When Cavalier of Flame enters the battlefield, discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards. So wheel your hand. It's kind of the magic term for it. You discard a bunch of cards from your hand and draw a bunch of new cards. When Cavalier of Flame dies, it deals X damage to each opponent in each planeswalker they control, where X is the number of lands in your graveyard. So the idea would be to build up lands in your hand, not play out some of your lands down the stretch, and then Cavalier of Flame can wheel those lands in the graveyard, draw a bunch of new cards, and then if Cavalier of Flame dies, voila! A bunch of damage to the opponent's and face and their planeswalkers, which is kind of a unique effect. So 1 in a red, that haste ability can be very good for getting in big hits. The general idea of the deck is to ramp, go figure, Gift of Paradise, Kiora, Risen Reef, Growth Spiral, Cavalier of Thorns. Try not to die. This is Gift of Paradise's job as well as just playing big things. Shock, Blink of an Eye, Lava Coil. Get a Cavalier of Flame or 2 onto the battlefield with a bunch of land in your graveyard, and then use Star of Extinction to blow up the whole board, including the Cavaliers of Flame, and have those dead Cavaliers deal damage directly to the opponent, hopefully of the lethal variety. I've had some amazing games where I've done that. Hopefully I'll get to do it here today for you. So, Tamio. Tamio plays an important part in the deck of 1, finding Cavalier Flames, 2, filling the graveyard using the +1 ability, 3, making sure that we also find Star of Extinction. So putting the combio together. Tamio, the Collector of Tales. The mana base doesn't have many surprises, just a variety hodgepodge of lands. We've got a few scry lands along the way, but we also have a lot of the usual teamer suspects. And the overall land stats, 26 to make sure that our growth spirals are good and that we are hitting our land drops a lot. We can always wheel them with the Cavalier if our deck is functioning. So there you go. Let's go play this wacky brew. Growth Spiral, Shock. I think we can try it. We have to draw land. We run 26 for a reason. CoolStuffInc.com, promo code CGB5. How's that for speed advertising? How's that for tearing off that band-aid? Think I want to Shocking Spyro. Yeah. Although that mountain, it's a menacing little mountain you got there. No play though. Red, blue, red. Electro. All right, you're getting shocked. The question is, so the opponent has a shock of their own. I definitely want to take up some time on their turn. You can tell by the way that we click through their turn with 1 red open. What we can do, rather than Growth Spiral here, we can shock the Electromancer and then untap and play the Reef, and then the opponent has to take some part of their turn to shock. It's not as mana efficient, but it costs the opponent mana. What's more important? It's one of those interesting questions where I think everybody thinks they know the play. We're also punished if we draw a red source off the top. Okay. Because if we had another red source off the top, we could have Growth Spiraled and shocked there. But that wasn't the way it worked. So Risen Reef reveals a Cav. Now the opponent's probably going to spend their turn. There's a shock. Now does it disrupt them from doing something else they might have done for 3 mana? We don't really know. It's one of those things where you play the matchup from both sides and you learn more about whether or not that was effective. Let's try a Spiral. All right, land. Not enough red. Getting to triple red is pretty hard. That's why the Gift of Paradise is in the deck. Draw 2 cards and create a treasure. Pirate's Prize. There's one I haven't seen in a while. All right, Cavalier of Thorns. Big boy. What you got? Let's get a Temple of Epiphany and do some scry. And then next turn we will have the mana for our Cav of Flame. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. This will enter the battlefield tapped. But here on, we want to start considering holding lands in our hand to discard to the Cavalier of Flame. We've got 2 in the graveyard thanks to this first Cavalier of Thorns. And the opponent has now cast 2 Pirate's Prizes, and I'm starting to think I'm against the Thousand Year Storm. Now, here's the thing about Thousand Year Storm. I don't really have a way to deal with an enchantment. I have 2 Blink of an Eyes. Finding those could be a thing. So do I play this other Cavalier of Flame? Not yet, right? Because if I have 1 more red, and if I get it off the Cavalier of Thorns, I might be able to haste this baby. Let's keep playing giant creatures the opponent probably can't kill. And there's a red source. Yeah, getting your 4th red source actually matters in this deck too, because Cavalier of Thorns has this ability to gain haste for an obscene amount of mana. All right, hold that land to work with the Cav. Lands in the graveyard, 4 so far. And is it storm time? It's storm time, baby. But I think the opponent's just going to die if they don't have some way to interact here. Wheel it all. These are good cards. I'm throwing them away anyway. For the, for the people. This is well above lethal, right? This is 7, 10. Maybe the opponent's about to play... Oh, a shock. Okay. Well, I'm glad... Well, let's see what happens. Okay, shock and storm. I gotcha. The opponent doing what they have to do to stay alive. Trigger. Put you at 10. And it pumps the calves. That's still lethal. That's still lethal. Yeah, that hand works. First, second, third, gift, this. We might get smorked out of the building, though. Might be brutally and viciously attacked by our opponent. And then what will we do? So we got to lead on the Sulphur Falls, because we don't have a mountain. And we don't have an island yet. HauntedFlower.com. Promo code CGB, 10% off. Quick and painless marketing. Revolutionizing YouTube guerrilla marketing. Just yelling things at screen. Let me know what you think in the comments. All right. Hey, I gotta say something anyway to fill this time. You know what I'm talking about? Scapeshift. I've got Stars of Extinction. That is definitely the best thing I can do against Scapeshift. All right. I also have to keep their Teferi dead. How do I keep their Teferi dead? Anyway. Do want to have like a mountain on the battlefield so that future Sulphur Falls might enter untapped. But we have enough red sources here that I think enchanting the mountain is fine. Growth Spiral. There's some life. So next turn I can Kiora and Tameo. It's interesting. Really, dude? Really, dude? So frickin' rude over here. God, I hate this deck. Alright. Pull it together, buddy. Growth Spiral into Gift again. Opponent makes 1,000,000 zombies at instant speed next turn, so the game's over. It's over if they have Escape Shift, to be clear. All right, we'll play the land. We'll Spiral. Play another land. Gift it up. How good is your draw? Is it scape shift time? What's really obnoxious is scape shift at instant speed, sacrificing Field of Dead. If they have that, it's like I don't even resolve my Star of Extinction for the massive kick in the balls. Well, actually this says destroy target land. I could target my own and hope they scape shift in response. But that doesn't, I don't think that's ever gonna work. Anyway, let's see what happens. Spiral. Land. Zombie. Diggin'. Root. That's not gonna do it. You make all these zombies and they die. Yes. I suppose that's how it was meant to happen, but look at this, look at this, look at this guy. Showing up again. You gonna bounce my Gift of Paradise again this time, bro? Nope, just gonna draw a card and not bounce my gift. Interesting. So, Hasties kill that thing, right? But I really want to draw a card with Kiora. Oh well. I still think it's Hasties kill that thing. I think we all know Teferi must die. So do I wheel this hand? I don't need this Growth Spiral. The Kiora into Cavalier Thorns is a lot of pressure, but maybe I'm just supposed to dig for more stars. I mean, I kind of have another star in Tameo. I'm just gonna do this one. Ki. 100% going to draw Hydroid Krasis. Oh, yeah! Yeah, whiff, baby. All right, so next up was Cavalier, give that haste, smash, smash. All right, a nice hand. Early removal, a Kiora, and a Reef. We do have to draw some Cavaliers, but deck is kind of built for it, so let's go for it. That sucks. Can't kill it. Sucks a lot. Would have been a glorious time to shock an elf right there with an untapped red source, but not an option. All right, Paradise Druid. Opponent is off to the races with not one but two mana sources. Pew pew. Esports Gold. Check it out at esportsgold.com. Next up, what we got? 4 mana go. Is that Frilled Mystic? I mean, am I just supposed to play the Kiora? I think we're about to get Nissa'd, and I hate getting Nissa'd. Makes me so angry. Okay, that resolved nice and easy. Okay, Star of Extinction's good cleanup for Nissa, but how are we going to stay alive long enough? How are we going to find all of the land we need to find? Oh, I hate Nissa so much. Alright, if I draw a land off the top, maybe we can Lava Coil a land and blink the Nissa? And hope they don't have the land to replay Nissa? But let's see. There might be another elf here, which takes care of that problem. We need to ramp a lot harder this game. I used up all my sponsors' shots too early. Now it just sounds redundant if I keep saying them. CoolStuffInc.com, HauntedFlower.com, Esports Gold. I know what else I should do. Patreon. I have one. There. That's what you needed to. That's what you needed to know from that. All right, we drew a land. Did we go for the play? Did we go for the bounce your Nissa, kill your land play? I think so, actually. The other thing, though, is I could play Kiora and use Kiora to cast the Lava Coil, and then I'm ramping a little bit, but I'm still 2 mana short of the star. It's tough. It's very tough. I think I'm going with the lava coil play. Call me crazy. And the reason is, I think it goes better with Tamiyo getting back the lava coil next turn. I'm really curious if the opponent's going to attack my Kiora or not.
Nature flows with vigor.
And I think I want to hold back the Risen Reef to possibly block the Druid. I'll take that block if I get it. Attacking down the Nissa is not the plan. Yep, there's the land. They always have enough land. You can't mana screw ramp tax, are you kidding? That's what's happening over here. Just keep the Hydroid Krasis off my back for 1 minute. Okay, you are attacking the Kiora.
Time to clam up.
Wow, that's a joke. And it's a Hydra? Wow. Alright. So this draws an extra card. Blink of an eye, though. If it targets this, you get to eat the Risen Reef? It's not good. What I need to do is draw land. I have to keep hitting my land drops. If I don't hit my land drops, I'll never get to this star. So...
I love to make a splash.
Alright. Trigger, trigger, trigger. We want the draws first. Okay. Don't need another one of those. Or those. If I'm not going to have 2 mana from this turn, I may as well drop off Blink of an Eye. Now, I really just want to keep the Star of Extinction and probably a Tamiyo to get it back, assuming that we actually get a chance in this game. Alright, there's some land. I really needed to ramp off this Risen Reef. Like, that would have made, I think, a huge difference. But as it is, we're on 5 going to 6, 7. We need Kiora to live. Kiora must live.
Behold, nature's true power.
And Kiora does not have to live. That is one of the problems. The opponent can certainly attack through it. It just depends on if they want to attack with everything. Let's see what happens. Support on Patreon. Oh yeah, I'm screwed. No damage because I've discarded no lands. Hype. Oh my gosh, are you going face? The opponent is ignoring the Kiora. You're gonna die anyway. You don't have trample? What's wrong with you? 8-7, no tramps. Well, prepare to be as punished as a human being can be. Oh my god. It's getting juicy in here. Whew. Oh yeah, baby.
Ripples and grows.
Oh yeah.
Tides always rise again.
Oh yeah. Take that, Nissa. Take that. Opponent sticking it out. A lesser human may have scooped. I'll find another red. It's fine. We don't need the haste if I don't draw it. I do want to fill up my graveyard a lot. Alright, we did find the... See? We found it. Smash. The clock is quick. Another Cav next turn and is lethal. With no help. Big win. Join my Discord. Follow on Twitter. Reef, Cav, Shock. We've got this every other turn thing going. It would be really nice to draw a Growth Spiral or a Tameo. But yeah, it's a keep all the way. We can't cast the Cavalier of Thorns yet, so we'll be on the lookout for another green source. What? What? Well, I'll just pay 2 life. Put up the shields. See if our opponent wants to activate the ability. You want to activate it? If you do, I will definitely shock it. If you don't, I don't have to shock it. I'll find something else to shock. Sneaky. Sneaky boy. How much does unblockable matter for this deck? Matters a bit. Right now I don't have a play for next turn though, and the most likely draw is a Growth Spiral, so I'll just say go. Other green source. Keep holding on. Good old Merfolk. I'm facing an interesting variety pack today. I'm playing against decks I haven't played against in forever. Not the blue-green ramp one, but like Thousand Year Storm, Merfolk. Obviously Scapeshift doesn't fall into that category either. What? Why is it showing me 2? I don't think it's supposed to do that. Okay. Get dead. Now that I've seen a bit of what my opponent has planned for me, that sneak does have to go. Alright, Reef. You gonna ramp me? Ooh, do we shock again, though, to prevent damage? Then Reef the next turn, then Cavalier the next turn. If I play the Reef here, I'm definitely going to feel priced into blocking with it. I mean, I don't have to, but I think I should focus on taking less damage. And our opponent could definitely, now that they've seen the shock come out, they might have a Mistbinder, the Lord. I think that's the name of it. God, back when my whole life was Ixalan, I knew what all these things did. See if the opponent goes for activating the Biomancer here. I guess if they do, it's their whole turn. Go for you. All right, what else you got? Please don't make its name Cumena. Kapala, a little late. All right, Reef time. Take it. Enter tapped. And what are we looking at? I guess we got a lot of red-green out there. Let's get a red-blue out there. Interesting choice here on whether or not to block the Adept and try to preserve my life total. Merfolk decks often run sleep, bounce spells, ways to get their damage through. It makes relying on a very large creature a pretty bad strategy. So if I want to live as long as possible, I probably do want to put the Reef in front of an Adept. But on the other hand, Star of Extinction is probably just my big plan. Oh, that's not good. Let's see if you'd rather pump your squad than attack. Nope, we're attacking. And no trades either. Pretty wrecked, but let's wheel our Cavalier Flame. And I'm going to do... I guess I see more cards, though, if I use the Reef trigger first. We are going to need to play a land and have a land on backup if we're going to find this star. So I could hold a land, but I think I just want to get as deep as possible and give myself every chance to find the star. Okay, did not find star. No star. That's not good. That's not good. On the bright side, the opponent may focus more on drawing cards than killing me. That would be a nice break. Ding. Ding, ding, ding. They called the Tempest. Easy lethals. Just like they draw it up in Merfolk School. Get it? School? Like a school of fishes. shock something, wait 3 turns, play Tameo. Wait like more turns because we don't have enough green sources, play Cavalier Thorns. But yeah, we'll try it. Tameo can fix a lot when she's allowed to do her thing. We haven't seen her doing many things so far. We've been under a lot of pressure, which is kind of what Magic Arena is now. Just pressure, 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 attack, attack, attack. But when I see a turn 1 Plaza Harmony, I'm like, here is somebody who's probably not going to be attacking me for lethal on turn 5. And before you say Scape Shift, they attack you for lethal on turn 5. All right. Go here. Well, I've got all these little things to shoot your stuff. Yep. Turned out to be Scape Shift anyway. Ooh, no land. Got a messy hand from the opponent. I can appreciate that. So, Lava Coil or Grazer? Hell no. Right? I mean, that's crazy. Cards in hand have uses here. Cards in hand can turn into new cards, thanks to Cavalier of Flame. District Guide. There's something I can shoot if I've got this itchy trigger finger. What you got, D-Guide? Golgari Goatgate. Kill it. Burn it. Zap it. Alright, more green. Now we have the Cavalier on time. See? Worked out perfectly. So let's look for the other Cavalier.
Let me aid your research.
It's one of the only 4-ofs that we have in the deck, the Cavalier Flame, plus we get to fill the graveyard, plus we can wheel a bunch of the bad cards in our hand if we find one. There's the root. And the root is on fire. Those Scape Shifties are coming. We're gonna need a star. And the zombie, our first zombie sighting, Risen Reef. So the play for the turn has to be something along the lines of Cavalier Thorns. Maybe I'll find a red source we could shock a zombie. I'm just trying to think of anything else. Like, would I rather get a Cavalier Flame? I don't think so. Now I want to set up for Star of Extinction, but I don't want the opponent to know I play Star of Extinction, so I'm actually not going to name it.
I think you will find my notes helpful.
So I'm going to try to bin it, and then not have the opponent look or notice. Okay, it's kind of working. So sneaky. Red. I could pay 2 life and just shock this zombie, but why? We'll just enter tapped. We've got a Cavalier of Thorns out, after all. Alright, Star of Extinction, next turn. Are you ready? Are you ready? Tameo, of course, blowing herself to Kingdom Come. Classy. I'm not even looking in my graveyard. I don't want the opponent to look in my graveyard.
Our time together.
That's pretty cruel. Casualties of War. Well, I can grab the Cavalier Flame now. Wheel the hand. Or I could grab double Risen Reef. Get mad value that way. I could just have the star in my hand, but that's what Tameo's for. No, wait. Tameo just got blown the F up. Let's get the star. We'll see how many of these the opponent can string together and blow up absolutely everything I have. But we're a land short now, thanks to the power of the casualties. Oh, so rude. And we know the opponent doesn't have more land in hand. They missed that land drop. So these are all spells. If there's spells that blow up my mana, you're about to see a sad CGB. All right, another root. All right, untap land off the top. Let's do this. And try not to throw this shock because I have the star to clean this up anyway. All right. Gimme. Ew. Not cool, man. Not cool at all. Holy crap. 2 straight stars off the top. Don't ever tell me the odds. No blocks. My turn. Poop. Load up. Now the real question, was the opponent holding back? Are they going to now play another field and a Golos because they knew about the 1 star? Is that going to lead them right into all the other stars? They're just not the careful tapping, anything but the careful tapping. Subscribe on Twitch. I have a Twitch channel. Did you know? Here they come. They're coming to get you, Barbara. Brains. Yeah. Read my articles on tempostorm.com and coolstuffinc.com, where I write articles every week. Literally blow my brain up putting words on the page for you to read. Totally free on both sites. This is so absurd. It's just the plug episode. I should do this more often, where I just bash all the plugs into gameplay. Just fill it up. Just fill it up with plugs. Oh my god. Come on, bro. You added this mana to the mana pool. That's why it's going to take you half an hour to get through this. They're just trying to let me plug, right? They're just trying to give me more room to plug. The thing is, I'm running low. That's pretty much all the stuff I do. Hey, oh, you can get a membership on YouTube. Sweet bonus content. About once a month-ish. I hit you up with some bonus CGB video. You might enjoy that. Maybe you want a little more footage. The sequel to that Best Wins Ever video. Wow, why did you add the mana? Okay. This is everything about this is wonderful. Try again. Do you think they have another escape shift? Wouldn't surprise me even a little. Don't forget to pay that 1 for your plaza. You have 2 plazas. That's somebody concerned about their mana. Going hard. Do you think they have a 4th Field of the Dead is going to be the next thing? I mean, if we see another scoop right away, we know. Yep, we earned the nice. We earned the nice emote. Mission accomplished. Mission absolutely accomplished. All right. Risen Reef first, Cav second for the max value. We'd have to hit an untapped land. I believe in us. Never mind. It's fine. It's totally fine. How's lands in our graveyard? I'll tell you this, lands in the opponent's graveyard, that is taken care of. That is a thing. That happened. But lands in our graveyard, we got some work to do. Fire this up. Nah. Let's get the Cavalier of Flame out there. Flame on. Decline. Let's put that into our hand. And then wheel it with the Cavalier Flame, which is a neat little trick you can do. Submit 5. All right, we can play another Reef, or we can give this haste and try to end the game. And I like ending this particular game. We've sort of had our fun. All right, let's see if the opponent can deal with the board. And even if they do, they get to take some sweet, sweet bonus Cavalier Flame damage, followed by more Cavalier Flame damage the next turn. So, right where we want them. Right where we want them. Boom! Our opponent also carries Stars of Extinction. I see you're also a man of culture. All right. What do we got here? 20? 1 land. I guess this could get back more and fill the graveyard a little bit more, but it doesn't have haste. The opponent's very close to dead. We got something else? 20 cards, so don't really need you, or you, or you. Of course, oh, we could have the Blink. The Blink could save our Cavalier Flame if something were to happen to it, but I think we're okay. Should have discarded the other Stomping Ground. For some reason, I had this weird feeling I wasn't going to draw into another land. It hit me. It hit me like a fear in my heart, like knowledge I might die someday. Down to 3. What do you suppose they're also hanging on to here? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Going out like a G later, my friend. Dude. Oh. And may less stars be dropped on your head in your future battles. I hope you enjoyed this video with the red Cavalier of Flame. I wouldn't change anything right now, although I'm sure many of you will have some interesting suggestions for cards I could put in the deck. Cards like Multani, maybe as a one-of, is like the one thing that I keep on thinking I might try with the deck. Anyway, there's been enough plugging in this video, so I'm gonna leave and say thank you for watching this video, and as always, I will see you in the next video. And like and subscribe!